Well, look who's back again. Pop-up style, you know how we like to get it in. What's up, Smitty? How you feeling, my friend? We're back to talk
Hey,
these
what?
Falcons. It's that time again.
Hey, what's good, bro? Man, we finna sit here and talk about these Falcons for a couple of minutes. Let
Yeah,
everybody get
little
caught up
temperature
what's
check.
going on, man.
Little temperature check. Little temperature check. Got some
Right.
news going on as well, with the Falcon community, so you know how that goes. Yeah, man. Just one of those things where you just kind of like just sitting around and you're not really just
Bullshit.
having, yeah, man. You just having like a conversation, just like, hey, man, let's just get on live. Just go ahead and get on live. What's going on, Bucks,
But it seems like
Buffs,
we do that all the time, bro. We just
yeah,
be sitting
yeah.
around bullshitting, talking, and some just popping out head. But whatever popping out head, we got to let it out on the screen. Pause. Um,
Yeah,
but
man.
topic number one, man. Go on the road right quick. Before we get started though, right quick. If y'all want to look at some football right now, Chargers and Chiefs on YouTube. So y'all can go
Yeah,
to YouTube after y'all leave here. Of course,
right,
after
right.
y'all leave here, go stay on YouTube. Go over to the Chargers and Chiefs. Should be a pretty good game. I'm taking the Chargers in an upset because that's what I like to do. But I
Yeah,
would
I'm
love to see
going
the
with the
Chiefs lose
Chiefs.
week one.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm going with the Chiefs. But I am rooting for Lad McConkey.
Right, Georgia Bulldog, of course.
Yeah, I am rooting for Lad. But yeah, man. But yeah, we're gonna talk a little injury news, man. On both sides, actually, we're gonna mention both sides of the ball, man. Both sides, both teams. Starting with, of course, the legendary Atlanta Falcons, our beloved Atlanta Falcons. DeMarco Hellams officially ruled out. He did not practice Wednesday, Thursday, nor today, so that's why his game status is out. Jack Nelson, similar. Jack Nelson has been dealing with the calf, just like Helms has been dealing with that hamstring. Nelson didn't practice Wednesday, Thursday, nor today, so he is out.
I but I think they safety precaution, man. I just think they holding both of them out because I feel like they early on they know who they want to play, and they have enough depth at these positions that they're holding people out. So
Yeah, could
yeah, I
be.
think it's just a precaution thing to just to let them get healthy. But if I'm looking at the Chiefs Chargers game right quick, man, they got that thing dressed up like the Super Bowl.
Well, of course, what they out there in Brazil, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so being out there in Brazil, you got to put on the NFL likes to put on the show anyway, being the mecca that it is. So I'm not
Right.
surprised about how that's going to be. And that's interesting that they have it on YouTube, and I know I mean, of course, all the deals going on and stuff. So that's not a surprise there, but it just it's a nice different, it's a nice change, I guess you can say. But I will say this: if you're a content creator like we are, you have to deal with the NFL streaming live on YouTube from Brazil. That's something else. But one thing about it, we're gonna keep on, rolling with the ideas and everything. Anyway, man. But we
Facts. You know what the idea is, we got even the damn brand trying to take us down, but we gonna hold this content in for y'all. Because that's what we do, and I know y'all want to hit things from a fan point of view instead of always hearing from the media, because they ain't always right. Sometimes we more right than they is, and they got front and center stage. But Tony Wright, what's good, my guy?
what's going on, everybody in the chat, man? The chat is live. I'm not gonna steal Jack Spade's statement, man. It
82,
is
what's up,
live.
my guy?
Day in a
Hey
wake
Zay,
up, fellas. Yep, day in a wake
hey,
up.
hey Zay, yeah, you can stream the game live and watch us at the same time. What a great time to be alive.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, man. I love it. It is. It's different, man. Didn't have these times when when Smitty was growing up. Ain't that right, Smitty? Nah, I'm just messing with
You got
you.
jokes,
I'm
fuck
mess.
you, man.
Yeah, I'm messing. I'm
You
messing
go
with
to hell.
you. Eh, but yeah, man. You know,
You on that
but
bullshit.
but my thing about Helms, I hate it for Helms just because
Clay,
he
what's up,
missed
my
all
guy?
last year. You know what I'm saying? So he dealing
Uh,
with the hamstring. I just
right.
I really hate it. I know he was ready to get out there and he's just held up once again. Jack Nelson, it could be like you said, precautionary, but also it's not like you had to force him out there in week one anyway. We're definitely gonna see a
But you
live
got to
scrimmage.
think too, man. I think some of these injuries be, I think they be fabricated. just so they have a reason to hold him out, just to put them on the injury report. But
It
DeMarco
could
Harris
be.
has looked healthy to me the whole time, man. But I'm not there. I don't know. But it just seemed that way to me that some of it be fabricated. But Jack Nelson, I know he had been dealing with an injury. And Helms, I think he has been injured a little bit, but I think at this point it's just precaution, man, because they got enough depth at those positions, and you got to think too. Um, Elijah Wilkinson holding up that right tackle spot, and then the guy they just traded for Michael, the kid from Seattle, Michael
Michael.
Jarrell, he's backing him up. So yeah, it's just a safety precaution, man. They don't need those
Man,
guys.
that's an interesting conversation. I wish I could be a fly on the wall.
Think about it too
I
though.
think
Jordan
I'm
Fuller
thinking
got signed back to the 53 man.
that's why
Yeah,
I was
so
leaning to. I'm like, he got signed back to the 53 because DeMarco Hellams probably dealing with an injury. That's more so what I'm feeling like. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're not on the wall though. We're not there. We don't know. It could be cautionary. It could be fabricated. And they will never
yeah,
know
who
at the end of
knows?
the day. But that is an interesting thing. Just it wouldn't be like the first time we've heard about fake injuries and stuff like that. I understand, but this is a new regime, technically new head coach. You know what I'm saying? Terry's been here, but still, like I think they trying to just make sure that they're at full strength and at the same time, man. I think that's why Jordan Fuller got signed back because he didn't show
Absolutely,
anything.
absolutely.
He didn't show me anything, man. Honestly, as
He
far
just
as
knows the system, and he's a veteran presence, man. That's all they thinking about.
yeah,
But uh, two, I think, like Tony Wright said, with the injury and Donnell Mooney, we've seen what happened with that shoulder. We knew that one, right? But I think Kyle Pitts becomes the number two target after Drake London. I think this is a big step up for Kyle Pitts. We want to see what he can do, and if Darnell Mooney does not play, y'all can expect a heavy dose of Drake London and Kyle Pitts and B. John Robinson even before we get to Ray McLeod. That's just my personal opinion, but you will see some Casey Washington as well. But yeah, I just don't see it.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, like Ray McLeod, he was rested. They rested him for practice. He had limited practice on Thursday, and then they had him
Right.
rested. Mooney's been limited practice all week. Limited practice today as well. That's why he's questionable. But for your guy Clark Phillips the third though, full practice on Friday, so we'll see what happens with his game status and if he will get out there and be maybe on special teams or maybe be in some type of formation as maybe like a third corner. We'll see what happens with that situation for Clark.
Right.
Leonard Floyd, Jake Matthews, David Amanyata, all either rest or limited practice. And so Jake had limited practice on Friday, but Amanyata, Floyd,
Agreed.
they rest. What's
Oh
going
yeah,
on,
yeah,
Willie
we know.
Doc? Willie Doc with the super sticker, with the super
Appreciate you,
chat.
Willie. As always, my brother. Willie always donate, man. Willie always he always down to give a brother a box of chicken.
Uh
Appreciate it.
oh, oh, gotta get that box of chicken.
I couldn't resist that chicken quote.
Oh, I knew you could. I mean, that's what you do, man.
Absolutely.
That's what you do, man. But moving on though, we're gonna talk about those Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm gonna keep it
Before we
professional.
get into that, man, Tony Wright said, me and him discussing we have that Nick Nash led receivers in preseason, 9 catches, 132 yards. In
Indeed.
my opinion, he needs to play. But Tony, he's on the practice squad, so I don't see it, man.
Nah, I don't see it either. He's gonna be depth. He's gonna be depth and depth only for right
Yeah,
now.
D Offer is actually the backup to Billy Bowman. Absolutely.
Yes, he is. He is. So
Go ahead, Chris. My bad.
yeah, he definitely is. But that's why I said at first I was like, I wonder if he's gonna get out there, maybe run around on special teams, just to get the feel for the game and get out there and just feel
Yeah, I
football,
think
the
he will.
atmosphere. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that would be more so. I don't know if he gets into any formations like that, unless unfortunately something happens. But we're of course not wishing for that. But we know how this game go. As far
Facts.
as, but real quick, as far as the Bucks go, you know, you already know guys like Godwin, they're not playing. But Guys like
Worse.
Evans, they're playing. Tristan Wirfs, he's not. He's going to be out. Benjamin Morrison is going to be out. K. Otten, full practice back-to-back days. He's going to be good to go. So that's going to be one guy that you have to look out for. They're definitely going to try to use him to help Baker get an extra second or two, especially with the left tackle and Tristan Wirfs being out. And they're going to have just another guy over there who is not Tristan. And I believe we're going to be going after him. So I can see them having Cade Otton in. Cade Otton is, like I said back on the preview on Tuesday, Cade Otton was one of their best blocking tight ends and the best blocker, period. Percentage wise,
Correct.
when you hit head was in the game, that's when they did the best work as far as blocking for the running game. So you see that going on. Okay, so he's going to be there. Okay, but it's still questionable. Vita Vea did have full practice today after 2 DNPs. So we'll see what happens with Vita
I
Vea.
think
I
he'll
feel
be good to go, even though I hate to
he'll
hear
probably be
it.
limited.
I think, yeah, I think he'll be good to go, but like you said, he'll be limited on snaps.
Yeah, he'll be
Um, well, you were talking about offense at first. I talked about it in the preview show. Since I know Worth's not going to be there, I can see a lot of stunts and a lot of blitzes on that side.
right.
So look for the Falcons to attack that side from the blitz, and from the middle to the outside, I can see a lot of blitzing up the middle and from the outside on the edge on that side or on that side where Worth used to be. So that's just something to keep an eye on.
Right. I definitely agree with that, man. So I mean, overall, both teams are coming in a little battered, a little bruised. It would be great if Darnell Mooney can play, but be honest, bro. If Darnell Mooney plays, I'm expecting football 100% because none of them are never 100%. But football
Right.
100% Darnell Mooney. I feel like if he needs one more week, like if he needs to debut for the season in Minnesota, it's okay. We have guys that could be in there. I know David Stills got released, and then we picked up Sam Roberts, I believe. So like that's some other news too. David Stills being off the active roster, but we know he going to the practice squad. You can't lose out on him. Not with the not with what we saw. Not with what we saw
I
out of him.
know, right?
So it's
But
just
if we saw it, somebody else saw it. So I mean, who knows? If he do make it back to the practice squad, he can still get snatched.
that is true. That's always that dangerous possibility. I mean, it's the same thing for anybody on there, though, right? I mean, you still got Kobe Bryant on there. I mean, Simeon,
Correct.
who came back finally after the release of Brandon Parker. So just it's at any time, but at the same time, man, you'll see what
Hey,
happens.
Bucks raise boats. That's true to an extent. But again, I expect Charlie Warner to be on that side as well.
Yeah, of course, man. Charlie Warner is one of the best blocking tight ends in the game. You know what I'm saying? So I expect him to be really kind of like helping out Wilkinson, but I do want to see if the Falcons will completely trust Wilkinson, like on some plays, some drives, some series, will they trust Wilkinson or will Charlie Warner literally be glued to his hip? That's what I really want to see. Will they trust Wilkinson, being the veteran that he is? I believe 9 years. So it's just like
Yeah, true.
so I'm wondering if they're going to give him the opportunity, like I said, on a drive or whatnot, just to be like, oh, let's see what you can do. Can we trust you? If it looks like we can't, then okay, we're going to have to, continuously put help over there. But how much of a treat would it be if Wilkinson could hold up somewhat again? And I know what we've seen in preseason, I do, but at the same time, he have four other guys that's got his back. So we'll see what happens, man. He just needs to do his job. He's a veteran. I mean, hey, he knows more about football than any of us, so not playing the game. So I'm trusting in the fact that other people saying that they trust him, other players. I know it's kind of politically correct, but I'm just going to have faith because we all have to have faith. We have one
Well,
damn
Bijan
way.
got faith. I mean, if
Yeah, I
Bijan
see.
got faith, everybody should have faith, right?
I mean, he's with them every day. He's with him every day. So he's with him every day, regardless. And that's the part
It,
that you gotta have. You gotta have depth. You got to have reliable depth. We're going to see if we have reliable depth. So at the end of the day, regardless of the result, we're going to get some answers as Falcon
Hey,
fans.
that's absolute facts, man. But here go a good question, man. Furball said, "Do you trust our rookies?" It's something to worry about.
Well, I know I said something about the youth movement once upon a time about, well, just about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I was asking the same questions that Furball was asking. Like, are we kind of, are we, matter of fact, I even asked Scott Kennedy the same question, remember? Are we kind of like too ambitious? Are we too overzealous about our rookies and this youth movement that we have? Scott was like, yes and no. But that's a but and I feel like, I know he went into depth, and make sure if you didn't check out that interview with me and Smitty and Scott Kennedy, make sure you go back and check it out. But yeah, man, even with Scott going there, it's like a flip of a coin. And to me, with that flip of a coin, it could be some good, it could be some bad. But if I had to put my, I'm thinking that these guys, of course, they're going to have some growing pains, but overall, I'm thinking these guys are going to start trying to stamp their name in the NFL. I really do. Because at the end of the day, just like the back says, it is still just football, something that you've been playing your entire life. As long as the
Right.
coaches,
And
as
I
long
can
as the
and
coaching staff is putting, and I believe they are. You feel me, Smitty? I believe they are.
yeah, you
So,
you you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what I was about to say. As long as our coach is coaching like they're supposed to, you got to have trust in the rookies. Because at some point you got to get younger. We see it with the Philadelphia Eagles. They've gotten younger the last 3 years. And what have they done? Been in the Super Bowl 2 of the last 3 years. So youth movement is a must. At the end of the day, it's about coaching and it's about what the front office puts on the field. Now, Terry Fontenot has done a great job putting great talent on the field. So now all the coaches got to do is coach and get the best out of these guys. Can they do that? I think they can, but it's all about what what their philosophy and if everybody's going to buy into what they're trying to preach. That's the main point.
we got a one from Tony right here too. By the way, oh
My
dang, I
bad.
just went past it. You got it. Talking about a low scoring contest? No, 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 no. Hold on, go. The
Oh, I got it.
got it. Yeah, yeah, man. Said Falcons must do a good job protecting Michael Penix as Tampa's edge rushers Hassan Reddick and Yaya Darby are no joke. And I mean, hey, I believe in Yaya Reddick. I know he's on a contending team, but I still got to see it just because of what I've seen the past couple of years, which is nothing. So I'm hoping
Yeah, he's
that
a little
that
bit
continues.
undersized too, so I got to keep that in mind also. If we put an extra tight end on that side, it's going to really cut down on him because he's a little bit undersized as he is. And when you talk about what they bring with those two guys, we have that same type talent in Divine Diablo and the two young guys. So you pick and choose either one of them, and then you look at Leonard Floyd. So I mean, we have that same type talent on that side of the ball when you talk about comparisons. When you talk about a
Mhm.
speed rusher and a inside linebacker that can make plays, I think Diablo had that same type skill set as Diaby.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Devon Diablo is gonna be an interesting player to watch on Sunday as well, man. Because him coming from
Agreed.
the Raiders, coming over here, getting coached by somebody that used to play the game, and Jesse's even said it himself, man. And call me petty, y'all. I'm sorry, but call me petty. But I love the little jabs at Jimmy Lake, James Lake, Jimmy Lake Lanier, whatever you call him. But Jimmy
And you
Lake,
you
man.
by ignorant.
Well, no, I'm just saying, man. I don't heard people call him all kind of stuff, but it's just I just love the little subtle jabs at him, man, because we just know that defense was like one of the worst we've ever seen. So just playing off and the bend and
I don't
don't
know
break.
about that. If you grew up in the '80s, you would see a bad defense. Trust me.
Oh no, well I'm sorry, sir. I didn't grow up in the '80s. My bad. But so no, but yeah, those defenses. Just watching film and everything. Yeah, those defenses in the past were pretty darn atrocious. But I'm just saying, before what you have talent wise, just talent wise last year, we shouldn't look like that for more than half of the season. You
Absolutely.
you think about if we would have played that way the entire season, how many games we possibly would have won. Could have got to the playoffs last year. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, what can you do?
Oh man, so it's water under the bridge
I
now.
mean, yeah, it is now, but like I said, this is why coaching comes into play.
Mm,
Coaching let us down so many times last year. From
yeah,
the time out, we ain't gonna talk about that. From the time out to the shoulder injury, I can go on and on. But unless they got their what together, just move forward, stay with a
yeah.
positive mindset, coach these guys to the best of your ability, and just keep it rolling.
And that's what Jesse's saying. Said, hey man, what y'all think about the defense? Said we gonna see. We're gonna see on Sunday how
Winston, what's going on, my guy? Like
what's
Winston say,
good,
man, y'all
family.
smash that like button. But yeah, y'all go check Winston over at the eye test, man. They probably be on tonight, knowing them. They always on. John Harris with the jokes.
Right, man. I think I seen John Harris on the We Talk Hawks TV, man. Shout out to them boys over there too, by the way.
Facts. Craig Johnson, what's up? Absolutely, no more excuses.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. It's all about at the end of the day, all about executing, and it's the little things too. Making sure you're knocking out the little things too. Making sure you're lining up right. Making sure your snap count is right. Making sure just the little things, man. You got to make sure it's right. We don't need like penalties, stalling drives. They kill drives. They extend drives
Right.
too. So if there's any penalties being called, let it be coming from the Buck side. Let us be disciplined, and just remain fundamentally sound. That's those are things I'm
I
just really
think
looking.
Kentavious Street on the practice squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. I believe him. I think um uh Kareem dang man.
Khalid Kareem.
Yeah, Khalid Kareem. Yeah, I'll call him Kareem. I was about to say, bro, that's not right. Things just be happening, man. But overall, yes, man, guys. I just want to be fundamentally sound, and I'm still standing 10 toes on it, man. We finna go 3-0. We finna go 3-0. The last two seasons against these Bucks, man.
Yeah, we got a lot to prove after letting that lead slip last year.
That's the
I
main
think
reason.
if they coach up to where we know they can coach, that 6-3 was the ceiling, and I think they can get back there if they get back um in that same mind frame. And the confidence in the quarterback gonna prove a lot because that was the deciding factor with the quarterback play. Because if you
It's,
look at
it
Kirk Cousins
has
in that
been.
Eagles game, yeah, and you look
Has
at Kirk
been for
Cousins in
years.
that right, and you look at that Eagles game with Kirk Cousins with that
Mm-hmm.
comeback, that feud that 6-3 start. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have a
Yeah,
game like that early on in the season when you pull a game out in the end, that gives the team a whole lot of confidence. And it worked both ways because that game gave us confidence while the Saints game just pulled the rug out from under us.
it did.
So yeah,
In
it's
more
all about
ways than
coaching.
one. Or in more ways
Which
than
coach
one.
do I trust more? That's a good question. I'll let Chris start with that one.
Which uh, which coach you trust more? Oh man, right now,
If you mean
probably
Falcon coaches, uh,
yeah. Out of all the Falcon coaches that we have, to
I
be
say
honest,
Jerry Gray.
yeah. See, I knew you was gonna go there, and that's why I'm going Nate Ollie. That's why I'm
Yeah,
going.
I got to say, I absolutely got to say, Jerry Gray because I feel like Jerry Gray took over the play calling. Last year when we went on that little run, it may have been Raheem, may have been Jerry Gray, but I knew it wasn't Jimmy Lake. So when they gave him the play calling, the team fell off a cliff again. So when you think about that part, I just think, yeah, I'm gonna go Jerry Gray because he's a veteran, and I feel like him and Albrecht got a little bit of chemistry because they veteran. They kind of understand each other. Jimmy Lake couldn't even understand how to read a value menu from McDonald's last year.
Mm-hmm. No, for real. That's it's not even. It's really no exaggeration on that, man. But yeah, uh, I'd go Nate Ollie, bro, because everywhere Nate Ollie has gone, he's been successful.
Right.
He's been on championship teams, championship staffs. He's taking underrated players, guys that you kind of forgot about, or guys that feel like it should have been just a little bit better, and able to get them, some better sacks the next year when he'll
Absolutely,
be on the
absolutely.
staff. You think about what he did with that Colts defensive line, having those guys rotating in and out, and they had multiple guys with over like 5, 6 sacks. And then you also think about the Texans. The Texans had a good defensive line as well. Going back to the Eagles as well, to him being on that coaching
Right,
staff at the tail end. So it's just like he's everywhere he's gone, he's been able to get the best out of the defensive line. So if there's
absolutely.
anything that make this, that there's one reason to why I'm optimistic about our youth movement, it is because on that defensive line, I know we got Nate Ollie, and I know he knows football. So my
Right,
thing is, I believe and I trust in Nate Ollie, of course, because I mean it's easy to kind of pull out maybe like Zach Robinson, Jeff Ulbrich. Those are easy. But the guys, what I'm saying, that's within that umbrella, under that umbrella. For me, like you say, I know it's just great for you, aka assistant head coach as well. But for me, it's Nate Ollie, the guy who's coming in with kind of something because the Falcon fans don't know him. We know of him, but now you hear, and you have. It's going to be some things to prove about this defensive line, but I do have optimism because we have Nate Ollie and his
and
success is going to be this way.
that's a great point, man. And you talk about rotating in and out. I think James Pierce and Jalen Walker gonna stay fresh for the
They
most
should be.
part. If the rotation stay right, if they do 2 to 3 snaps each series, I think they'll stay fresh. But player stats, appreciate the donation, my brother.
Thank you,
He said,
thank you.
"Listen, got a huge challenge going up against Reddick and Vale, but I've got full faith in him. He'll need to keep Wilkinson and Nuzell to hold the line, and Bergeron has to elevate his game too. And I think people don't give Bergeron enough credit. He's slowly becoming one of the better offensive linemen in the league, man.
Man,
Because when you think about it, Bergeron, he with Lindstrom. Lindstrom is probably teaching him all the ins and outs. And then you talk about one of the best line coaches, Dwayne Letford. Bergeron and Lindstrom may become the best two guards in the league at some point. So yeah, I think they have to keep that middle neutralized. But Vita Vea is going to be a handful to stop again, which is why I still see either a 12 personnel with an extra tight end, or I see a H
yep.
back with the tight end moving into the backfield as a lead blocker. So either or, it can go either way. But
So
player
you
stats,
feel
thank
like
you
we're
for the
gonna see
donation,
like
my
that?
brother.
So you think we're gonna see
Say that
like
again.
Tyler Algier or maybe Charlie Warner back there at H back, and possibly
Absolutely,
even play for
absolutely. At some
Bijan?
point, absolutely. Absolutely, I think so. And if you think about Michael Penix's blind side, you got to put as much protection on that side as possible, especially with Reddick on one side. And then you may have, like we talk about bold blitzing, you'll see the safeties in the box as well trying to get after the quarterback. So, I mean, it's just, so many ways they're going to attack him. So, all the Falcons have to do is if they counter, it's probably going to have to be a play action or a no huddle, or they're going to have to operate from the pistol, either or.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good point. I'm not even gonna disregard this. Hold on. Bucks raising boat said my thing. Who's gonna guard Mike Evans?
He
Well,
got help over the top. It don't even
yeah,
matter.
exactly. AJ is gonna have help over the top for Mike Evans. To be honest with you, for all the hype that I've been hearing all off season about Abuka, it's gonna be time for him to shine because K. Otten gonna be having pass blocking, and you're gonna Mike Evans. We're gonna put a blanket in him, putting bracket in him. So
Right.
it's gonna have to be somebody else. And the only guy I
Yeah.
think of, that's the best athlete outside of those two guys that I named first is gonna be Abuka. So,
Right. Right. But you got to think about Bucket Irvin too, like we've been talking about. He's
well, I
another
mean,
guy you
yeah.
got to
Well,
keep
now if
in
we
mind.
talking about running backs, you already know Bucky Irvin. He's gonna be an extension of that pass game because he can do it. He can
Yeah.
run. He
Not
can
only that.
pass. He's a
Right.
weapon.
Right. And that goes for both teams, man. With Atlanta possibly being down Mooney and the Bucks being down Godwin, that the offense will include the running backs just a little bit more. So expect a little bit more receiving from Robinson and Irvin in this game because they're extension of the pass game. And as I told y'all with Kyle Pitts, he's going to probably turn into wide receiver number two or target number two, however you want to put it. And I think Bijan could probably be option three if they don't give Casey Washington a lot of snaps. But he could just be a decoy on the field. Who knows?
Right.
But I think Kyle Pitts becomes option number two, just like I feel like Bucky Irvin becomes option number three for the Bucks after Ibuka and Mike Evans. And you're gonna get a heavy dose of Mike Evans with them down,
Of
with
course.
Godwin out.
I mean, I expect that early and often, but I also expect like the others to get involved. Not what I'm saying, like the Rashad Whites, like the I think Sterling Shepard is still over there, and but that is
Right,
why
right,
you're
right.
gonna have to make sure that your linebackers and your cornerbacks, everybody is also aware of the flat and the screen, and you have to be aware of those things because I know for Sterling Shepard, I know that was one thing he was good at last year, and Bucky Irvin again. He can run, he can catch. Rashad White, and it's crazy because Rashad White, we forget about him because he was the starter before Bucky, but Bucky is so dynamic. What I'm saying? Rashad almost kind of got like the same story almost as Tyler in a way, but
Right.
he's still very effective, and you can't forget about him because he'll mess around and he touchdown or he'll catch one for you. So they have
I agree with
guys
that.
like
Bucks raised boats. Tad Johnson, it could be a sleeper pick 'cause he got speed, man.
we'll see.
And
We'll
we
see.
know how speed is. They also got Ryan Miller as well, who played
Again, we'll
last
see.
year. So we'll see.
At the end of the
Yeah,
day, I wanted this game. I wanted Tampa Bay first. Like Smith. Remember, all off season, I was like, man, I hope it's Tampa Bay, and I'm
yeah, you
glad that
did
we're
say
here.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
man,
did.
I'm glad we're here because this is a measuring stick right here. Yes, we swept them last year, but they still won the division. Regardless, this right here is a statement game. Those games, like you was talking about, how the Eagles game kind of catapulted us to that 6-3. We
Yeah,
ain't got to wait till week 2. Let's do it right
right.
here with Michael Penix Jr. And I'm standing 10 toes on it again, like I said, man. Michael Penix Jr. I said it on Twitter. He's going to surprise a lot of people, man. I think he's even going to be more of a surprise to like a lot of us fans, like even more so. Like we have confidence in him, and you can ask some people like how much confidence they have in Michael Penix. But I
Right.
believe that Michael Penix has been through a lot in his young football career. He's been through injuries.
Absolutely.
He's gone through losses. But at the end of the day, at least he's always had a good tribe around him, and
That's
he's been
true.
able to persevere and still get drafted. In a draft that where quarterbacks were definitely a primary need. So I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I got faith in Michael Penix. I'm very optimistic as him understanding the game, understanding that he's been through pain, agony, wondering if he's even going to be able to continue his career to starting quarterback for an NFL team.
That sounds like for me. That sounds sort of like Frank Gore. He had them two ACL injuries. Ended up playing 17 years. But the reason why I think Michael Penix is going to succeed is they've said it themselves. They're building an offense that's comfortable around him that he's ran before. So the similarities between what they're running and what Washington ran a couple of years ago is probably what they're going to go with, and that's pistol formation. So I absolutely love that they're building the offense around what's comfortable for him and giving him the options. But Tony Wright, I said this too. I would love to see Billy Bowman get after the quarterback, and I said it
Mm-hmm.
that I would love to see them run some zone blitz to get him implemented in the pass rush because he has 4-4 speed. He can get around that corner fast. He's a former
Yeah.
linebacker, so we know he's gonna make a impression when he hit Baker Mayfield. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I've been saying that
If he,
myself.
if he can catch Baker like Baker's blind side, the ball's coming out.
What's up, EQ?
I think the ball's coming out
Absolutely.
because Billy Bowman is a missile. And my thing is, you can use them in the box. You can use them in coverage, and like coming off a blitz, like you said, using that 4-4 speed, the 4-2 speed, 4 and everything, but using that 4-4 speed, coming off that edge, getting after that quarterback, I can see it, bro. I really can see it.
Jalen McMillan, Jalen McMillan is on injury reserve with a neck injury.
Yes, he is. He is. McMillan.
Yeah,
So
so no
that
Jalen
McMillan.
McMillan. That if y'all go back and look at that replay, y'all can probably see it on YouTube. That was a nasty foul. I knew he was gonna be out for a while when I saw that.
Yeah.
He got up
The,
fast, but
bro,
that
it was
that shot,
adrenaline. That was adrenaline. I already knew when
yeah,
he calmed down. I was like, man, shh.
yeah, that shot wore real quick.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, yeah, that was a nasty fall. I'm actually glad that like he's okay. You know, so like I know he's injured, but I'm actually glad he was okay because that was a nasty fall. Like, man. So man,
Solomon said he think James Pierce is going to surprise some people with his play. Absolutely agree with that.
yeah,
Absolutely. Go ahead,
but
Chris.
my thing is, Solomon. Let me ask you this: would it really be a surprise for James Pierce Jr. to go out there and get after that quarterback? Something that we've seen him do in Tennessee. I mean,
That's a good point. Honestly, I say no.
for what we see in
Because
preseason too.
absolutely, you read my mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, when we see, I'm just saying, Smitty, what we seen in preseason, they already chip blocking. They already people at him. They can't contain him. They already can't contain him. And my thing is, he's in his rookie season. He's still got to put on that veteran muscle, that veteran weight, and man, the sky is gonna be the limit for James Pierce Jr. But he's gonna show us some things as well too, though, man. But I don't think it's necessarily gonna be a surprise. If you went to training camp, for anybody that's seen James Pierce in person, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like him coming off that edge. I just his play is going to free up so many other guys. That's why I'm looking at guys like Arnold Abracady. I'm looking at guys like Caden Ellis because the guys like Walker and Pierce and Dorless and Zach Harrison, shoot, even Ruka Royal.
Absolutely.
So it's just
Absolutely.
like, man, I feel like it's gonna free up some things. James Pierce Jr. gonna free up a lot of people. You're gonna start seeing people coming off of different stunts, different blitzes, different combos. I can see it, bro. And it wouldn't surprise me at all. But for the quarterback play, I just feel like Michael Penix is going to be the one that's going to surprise a lot of people, not just locally, but national as well, because we see the potential in everything. But you already know people will say, "Oh, he overthrows this, he overthrows that." You know, I get it, but still, I believe he's been working on it, and I think is he going to be perfect? No, not at all. But I do believe that he's going to give us our best chance to win the game overall. I'm standing 10 toes on that, and I'm standing 10 toes on
Agreed.
going 3-0. And I said it on Twitter, and I say it right here again. And if it don't happen like that, I ain't running. I'll be hopefully being able to check in on the post game or whatnot. Or if I ain't, I'll still make a video, something. I ain't gonna run from it. I ain't at
Agreed.
all.
Ricky Smith, that wouldn't be no surprise that he'll be a dog horse. I feel like him and Penix had chemistry from the jump. If you go back to that only preseason game he played in, uh, they were connecting in that game, and that let me know that they had been working together a lot during the off season. So it wouldn't be a surprise.
Hmm. And then Leonard Floyd as well, man. It's so crazy because we don't say a lot about Leonard Floyd, but we know he's a veteran. We know what he gonna do. But we do have Leonard Floyd.
Right.
So it's just like that NASCAR package with that pit stop. Some guys coming in and out, making it. The quarterback making the quarterback trying to figure out who's coming next. Like who's going to be the next guy that's going to be trying to come after me next. And it's going to be I just think it's going to be very good when it comes to the fourth quarter, y'all. Like keeping guys fresh and being able to have guys going after that quarterback, trying to get them down in crunch time. Because you think
And
about it too.
keeping them Leonard Floyd fresh is gonna be key too, because
Heck
he's
yeah,
getting
for
up
the
in
entire
age.
season. For the
Right.
entire season,
If he can stay fresh and healthy this season, he gonna be a big get.
Right,
So
right. That's what I'm saying. And honestly, if he be's productive, you already know whether if it's with us or somebody else. Somebody else will give him a contract, or maybe we'll give him a contract. We don't know, but if he produces and does everything that he's supposed to, that we got him for, because I understand that Falcons, we've gotten guys that's supposed to been getting after the quarterback, just over the years, just not even just talking about recently, just over the years, we've gotten guys that's supposed to come in and do what they do, and they don't. I mean, so at the end of the day, man, I'm expecting Leonard Floyd to come down here, wear that logo with pride, and make sure that he getting guys on the ground. So
absolutely,
what's going on, Kerry?
absolutely. Yep. Little man say, can Penix handle a Todd Bowles blitz package? Kurt set the bar. Can Penix deliver? Absolutely, he can. Um, if they have been working this offseason on how to pick up the blitz, and he's learning how to read defense, absolutely he can. And that's going to be key. Like I said, he got in the film room like he was supposed to, and I think he has. Because, like I told y'all with Kyle Pitts, I feel like Kyle Pitts has been working a lot with Michael Penix this offseason. So has Drake London. So has Zach Robinson. So yeah, I feel like he can pick up the blitz because he's really not a rookie. He has 3 games in, but the NFL have film on him. But again, if he's been watching film like he's supposed to, and he can read coverage, oh yeah, he'll be fine.
But wait, Smitty.
Uh,
But wait.
Go ahead.
You said they got film on them, right?
Right.
There's only 3 games that they have on Michael Penix. How many games of Todd Bowles' defense of film you think there is out there?
A whole season.
Yeah. So my thing is, if Michael Penix is the student of the game, like I think he is, he's probably and ever since the schedule was released, and we knew that week 1 was going to be Tampa. I think off and on, just studying that defense because he got to know Todd Bowles is coming after him. And then, especially
Absolutely.
now with Caleb McGarry down, it was going to happen with Caleb McGarry in the lineup,
With or
regardless.
without him. Right. 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 Right.
So I believe that Michael Penix has been studying. I believe that Michael Penix has been studying his own tape as well, just to make sure
Trying to
that
get
he
better.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. So that's why, like another thing, why I'm just so optimistic about Michael Penix. I know it's a lot to put into one person so we're having optimism about, but that leadership, what we seen out there at training camp, me and Smitty, and just like even when Smitty wasn't there, just things I seen, just overall command. Michael Penix got that golden touch, y'all. I just need him to go out there and just show everybody, just show everybody, just be that
Absolute
complete
fact.
player, man.
Yep. Miss Carey say she excited. She gonna be able to sleep
Yeah,
and
man.
she'll fly in tomorrow.
Yes,
That's what's
yes,
up.
yes. Yeah, man. It's good.
That is
Man,
what's
it's
up,
like
man.
first. It's gonna be like first day of school, and you had that fresh fit. You know what I'm saying? Them fresh new kicks, no matter what they was. You know what I'm saying? On fresh new cut, fresh new do, whatever it is. You know, what I'm saying? If you got the hat to go with the jersey or the shoes or what. I mean, this is one of those type of things. Every football season, especially your team has potential to be good or even better than they were the previous season. Man, it's like first day of school
Hey,
every
Miss
time.
Carey said Michael Penn been learning from Matt Ryan, Michael Vick this offseason. I believe he's gonna be ready. Absolutely agree.
Yes,
And working
yes,
with them
man. I'm
veterans
with you.
gonna be key, especially in the film room, teaching them defenses and things, what to watch for on the field, especially against the blitz. So yeah, that's gonna be key, man. And Matt Ryan, y'all know he was very good at no huddle, so I'm pretty sure they've been working on that as well. But Tony Wright said, Chris, you right, man. When you just said that, I thought of how Dante Fowler came to Atlanta and robbed the
Mm,
organization without wearing the ski mask 3 years, $42 million. Absolutely
mm.
agree.
I'm gonna tell you the worst one for me. It's still Ray Edwards.
Oh, by far.
I know the money was different then compared to now, but my gosh, like man, that was bad.
That dude
That
did
that was
not get
real.
one sack,
That was real bad. He
not
looked
one
in a
sack.
in a in a Falcons uniform anyway. To be honest. I ain't even trying to rag. I'm just being honest. Like if you just go back and just look, he didn't. He ain't look. He ain't look right. I'm still.
Vontae
But you be
said,
yeah, man.
y-
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Vontae know what's going on. Yeah, you be too excited to go off that new fit. Like, boy, I'm finna kill everybody tomorrow. That's all
I
you
got
thinking about.
I got a bigger question for you and the chat.
What's that?
As I'm looking at two other rookie defensive backs in Billy Bowman and Xavier Watts. Which one you think had a bigger impact this season?
This season?
Yeah,
I want to say Billy Bowman because you can just because he's gonna be kind of all over the place to a degree, in the box, outside the box. You know, sitting in the flat, outside the flat. You know, covering his own. I just feel like he's gonna be all over the place. He's just gonna be like that football player. Not saying that Watts is not gonna be all over the place, but you know he's gonna be with Jesse back there most times and everything. I think Billy Bowman's
right.
gonna be a guy gonna be flying all over the field in the defensive back market. And don't be surprised if Natron Brooks somehow, some way gets on that field as well sometimes on some downs.
Oh,
So
he will. No doubt he will.
yeah, man, I think I'm gonna have to go with Billy Bowman, just because I feel like he's gonna be moved around a lot.
Tony Wright said he believe they both gonna have a big impact.
Oh yeah,
Um,
they most definitely now.
he also said Troy Anderson on IR or did we release him? He's on the PUP list,
Yeah,
so he
he's
don't
on.
count
Yeah,
against the
he's on.
roster, and he'll be at the first 4 games.
You know, Nick Bodino just got paid.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, absolutely. 4 years, 120 million, 70
Hmm.
million guaranteed, and his
Yeah,
contract is scintillating. So 50 million of his contract gonna be incentives. So
yeah,
if he doesn't reach those incentives, it's gonna basically be a 4 year, $70 million deal. And that's very smart. And you're gonna see a lot of NFL teams doing that down the road, just
yeah,
so they can save money.
yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure, man. I am with you on that. Dang, Craig. 59-10. I was about to say something, and then Craig, you know what I'm saying, dropped that one. 59-10. But I ain't gonna lie to you. If it's 59-10, the post game that we gonna have, we may just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, we might bust 1,000 watches, man.
I'm
If
just
we
about to.
end if we end up winning 59-10, I'm for gonna be in the chat cousin and everything.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sorry, Bucks fans, but if we win 59-10, we're gonna have to let you have it just a little bit.
And they might well get ready to lose some games if they lose the first game by that much. Cause they still just as tough as ours is.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's that's another thing that people I don't think a lot of people really hone in on. The schedule is going to be tougher on paper than it was last year. I don't know if we'll ever get a
Absolutely.
schedule like we did last year again, like to be honest with you, because
Well, honestly, I think 2023 top any schedule we ever had. That should have
man,
been a cakewalk.
yeah, bro, and you just look at those seasons that was squandered away, man, and just it's tough. And now you got to run the kind of like a gauntlet to a degree. But you know something? At the end of the day, is it supposed to be easy? Nah, it ain't supposed to be easy anyway. And it never. And when has it ever been easy for a Falcon fan? So you
That's
know
true.
what? It's time to buckle our
But
chin and
but
put
but
this
but
boy
it
out
make your
there.
team tougher though at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
know
saying. It's
you
time to
know
buckle.
exactly where you stand at the end of the day if you play these top notch teams. Because I'm telling you, if we beat Buffalo and Washington, man, we back right back at that 6-3 season that we had last year. Because those are Super Bowl caliber teams. So you know exactly where you match up when you beat teams like that. And like
That's
I
what I'm saying.
told you, Buffalo is the only team on the schedule that really scares me. Because I know that team gonna be ready to smack somebody in the mouth with a 6'5" quarterback that's built like an offensive lineman. So I
Yeah.
mean, he
Not
runs
to
the
mention,
ball.
not to mention, they got a Georgia boy that's standing behind them.
And James Cook,
Hmm.
absolutely, he's one of the most underrated running backs in the league. He can run and catch with the best of them.
So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like Their offense is definitely, surrounded around the quarterback position. And because you look even at their wide receivers, shoot, they let Stephon Diggs go, and they're kind of just rolling guys out there. They got, I know, with Khalil Sharif, I know they got him, and I think they have. Do they have Jahad Dotson out there? I don't think Jahad Dotson is out there. I think
Not
he's still with the
Jahad
Eagles.
Dotson with the Eagles.
Yeah, he's still with the Eagles. It's
Yeah, he
somebody
came
else.
over from
Oh,
Washington.
um,
Debo Samuel,
no, not no. The other guy that they had. Oh, I can't. It's like his name is on the tip of my tongue because
Terry McLaren,
nah, it was the other guy. It was another guy that they had. I'm sorry, man. I wish I.
Noah Brown gone.
Nah, it was the guy. He was kind of like almost like almost like a Brian Robinson, but he was like maybe like the third or fourth type of receiver.
Well, Brian Robinson gone. Oh, you talking about
Yeah.
Austin Eckler?
Mm-mm. Nah, he been going off of the team. It's just watch. I already know his name is going to come to me after the show,
Look
but
at your ass.
I already know that's what's going to happen because like I see him, but it's just like it just I just can't do it right now.
You need
So
to get your memory banks together.
oh man, I got so much going on up there, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm holding on to a lot of Falcon information. It's kind of tough. Remembering Bills and Redskins and or Commanders and everything, all the information too. It is off the top, man. Yeah. I know who I'm talking
I'm
about.
sticking. I'm sticking to my trap game though. I'm
What
still
track game
thinking
you
that
got?
Arizona. I'm still sticking to that.
Mm.
Because as I think about it, man,
You
they ain't
always
won it
picking
in
Arizona
Arizona.
as the track game, bro. You done that before.
And bro, they ain't won in Arizona but one time since 1980. Think about that. That's bad. Score update for the Chargers and Chiefs. Right now it's 7-0 in the second quarter. Second quarter just started. Craig said he think we'll have 3 sacks and 2 turnovers the first game. Why it sound like you running outside?
Mm-mm.
He said you talking about Olamide Zacchaeus.
Nah, man. Like I said, he ain't even with the team no more. Hold on, man. I,
Let me look at the
man.
depth chart because you confused.
I'm
You
going to.
confused it.
Matter of fact, I'm going to the Bills depth chart because I know he play for him right now.
Oh, you talking about no Matt Hollins gone.
Nah, they got rid of Mac Hollins.
You talking about tight end? If you talking about tight end, probably Dawson Knox or
Curtis
Kincaid.
Samuel. That's who I'm talking about. Curtis
Oh, he's
Samuel.
still there. I thought you were gone.
Yeah, that's why I said like a utility guy. I kept seeing
Cheers,
him.
what's up, my guy? What's good, man? Ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, man, that's who it was. But yeah, man.
Yeah, Curtis Samuel. He a Debo Samuel type player.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buffalo, they got weapons still, man. And I think Gabe Davis may end up back there.
Who? He's
Gabe
there?
Davis, who had that big playout game a couple years ago,
Yeah, I know he
had
has
that
scored
three
like two
touchdown game.
touchdowns, something like that, two or three
Yeah,
touchdowns, something like that. But yeah, man, the reason why he doesn't even have a job like that because he drops a lot of passes, though, man. He has talent, he just drops a lot of
right.
passes. But yeah, man.
He
But
showed Robert
overall, still,
Jacksonville. I tell you that.
overall, I want Falcon fans to stand on it right now. How much faith do you have in Michael Penix Jr. this season? Because whatever percentage that is for you, I want you to kind of stay right there, and whatever happens this season, whether it goes up, whether it goes down, I just want to know where are you guys at right now. Just checking the temperature out there. I know for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm going 100%. I'm going 100% with it, just because of all the things that I said earlier about Michael Penix. I really mean it, every last word. So I'm going 100% belief in Michael Penix. I know he's a rookie, essentially. Only 3 games. but those 3 games look better than other quarterbacks that had sample sizes that we've seen. Those games look better than some veterans that we've seen. So he's had a full off season. Zach Robinson year 2, Michael
Absolutely.
Penix being having the opportunity to have that full off season, like I said, to grow, to watch film, to see what he needs to work on and get better. I'm going 100%.
Uh, I got. I'm gonna go 90%, and the only reason I'm gonna cut 10% off is I still feel like he got a lot of some good bit of growing to do to develop. Yeah, he
That's
played three
understandable.
games last year, but he still got a lot of growing and developing to do. So he's gonna make mistakes. So
Of
I'm gonna go
course, of
ninety
course.
percent. So that's the only reason why I don't go to full 100. If he can pick up where he left off last year and get in sync with these receivers, you know, build out what B. John's going to do running the football, him and Algier. Um, trust Kyle Pitts, trust Drake London, trust Moon and these receivers. Oh, yeah, he's going to be straight. But I'm going to go 90% only because he still has growing and developing to do.
I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. I mean, yeah, he's definitely going to have to. Like I said, he's not going to be perfect. Like I said before, he's
Oh, no,
definitely not
not,
going to be
not by a
perfect.
long shot.
But I do believe he's going to be very capable. And if he's very capable, we're talking about something, if healthy, we're talking about a quarterback for about the next 10 years. So he's 24 now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about 34 years old. We'll see where his career is. But
Yeah, I mean, all they got to do, like they did Matt Ryan, just keep putting weapons around him. Because if you think about what Matt Ryan got his first year, he got Michael Turner. Michael Turner runs for 200 yards the first game. So, yeah, I mean, if he just keeps weapons around him, he had Michael Turner, then they traded for Tony Gonzalez, drafted Julio Jones, had Roddy White, and they're doing the same thing with Mike Penix, putting the same type weapons around him. So all they have to do is keep weapons around him, and he'll be fine.
hmm absolutely, that's where I'm at with it, bro. Dang, man, we end up rolling this thing about an hour anyway, huh? We
Yeah,
always say, "Oh, we're
hour
gonna be on there
anyway.
for a little," but hey,
But
man, it's
we're
like
gonna
that.
be on for a couple more minutes. Let's take a couple questions before we get out of here, man. So y'all
Let's do
got
it.
any questions? Go and throw them in the comments. We're gonna stay a couple more minutes, so it'll take about 3 or 4 questions.
Let's do it.
Throw them questions on down there.
Yep, and we got the weapons.
Chargers are down 10. Chargers are up 10-0 over the Chiefs. Second quarter.
Mm.
Miss-
Still
Mr.
early.
McCorkle from Mississippi, boy. God bless us with Michael Vick over and again. Not worried. 11-6. Ah, I'm at 11-6 myself. Um, it's. I think the floor is going to be 9-8, and I think ceiling is going to be 12-5. So I'm gonna go in between that at 11-6. I feel like it's going to be trap games. It's going to be games that we don't supposed to win that we can pull out in the end. Because I feel like we can score with any team in the NFL. So
Right.
if they can put up enough points and the defense can play halfway decent, I feel like 11-6 is very accomplishable. X factor on each side of the ball. I gave y'all my X factor on defense. I think it should be James Pierce Jr. Where he sets the edge, the type of edge that he brings. Yeah, I see him starting the fights at practice. So I think that edge is what the Falcons need. So I think he has to be the X factor on defense. On offense, it's none other than Bijan Robinson. I think the
Mm-hmm.
more he excels, I think it makes the game easier for Michael Penix. And I think if he makes the game easier for Michael Penix, I think that's an easy W for the Falcons. Because if he makes the game easier for Penix, he makes the right throws at the right time. That means first down. That means touchdowns. So I'm gonna go James Pierce and Bijan Robinson.
For me, I'm gonna go. Huh.
Hey Jermaine, just hit that notification bell, my brother.
Right, man. I don't know. Sometimes, man, YouTube be tripping though, Smitty. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Yeah,
know
they do.
I got plenty
Yeah,
of
because I
friends who
had
pay.
people said they've been unsubscribed, man.
wow, I don't have people say that they got the notification bell, handy, and they don't get the notification. So
Yeah,
YouTube got to get it together on that stuff, man. But for me, I'm going Chris Lindstrom. I'm going Chris Lindstrom because he's going to be on that right side, helping out with
that's a
Elijah
good one.
Wilkinson. Yeah, and he's going to have to navigate some things. He's going to have to help out, I believe, and sometimes to where he's going to have to make a split decision, and it's got to be the best decision. Overall,
Right.
being the support for Elijah over there, even though he's a veteran, we know he's not the starter for a reason. So I believe Chris Lindstrom is going to be on that right side, continuously being able to control the line of scrimmage and get to that second level like he does, and being an extension, helping with Elijah Wilkinson. Man, I think I'm gonna go Chris Lindstrom for that.
That's a good
Defense,
one.
defense, man, I'm gonna go Caden Ellis because that's a guy that I picked earlier in the round OTAs to be a guy that's going to step up, step forward, and build off of that season they had, getting after the quarterback, being a disruptor, getting INTs, all the stuff like that. I believe that Caden Ellis is going to also benefit from the youth movement that we have at line, the draft picks that we have, Billy Bowman, Xavier Watts, Jesse Bates. I believe, Divine Diablo, additions like him. I believe that we're going to be able to see Caden Ellis really go after it and play what fast and free, as they would like to say. I really believe that. So I'm going Caden Ellis, and I'm gonna go with when I said Chris Lindstrom.
I can agree with that. For the Bucks, I got to go Mike Evans, man. That's my favorite receiver. That's not an Atlanta Falcon. He's always a tough stop for anybody, no matter what team it is. 6'5" with that kind of speed and that kind of catch radius, he's hard to stop for anybody. Defense. Uh, I'm gonna go with what you said earlier. I'm gonna go Diaby, Yaya Diaby, because I feel like he's gonna be key to that Bucks defense succeeding, especially with Villa Vale gonna be a little bit on the injured side. I feel like playing behind Vita Vea, he's going to be that stopgap with the run game. And he can also get out to the quarterback and he can play coverage as well. So he's probably going to be the one going to cover Bijan out of the backfield. So I think Yaya Diaby is going to be an X factor for the Bucks. And I think Mike Evans on offense.
Okay, well, let's see, I'm going to go. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go Cade. I'm gonna go Cade Otten for multiple reasons. In this game, Cade Otten may be called on to be a blocker, to be a pass
Right.
catcher, to be a tripper, to be a whatever it is. I feel like he's going to get asked to do a lot, especially on that left side. They're going to need some help. I believe they're going to need some help, and he's going to be called upon heavily. And I do believe they're going to try to get him out in the passing game too, because he's very effective out there as well. So I'm going Cade Otten on offense, and just his the difference that he can make for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to see like how much impact he has. If I have to pick one for defense, you know what? I'm gonna go Levante David. I wonder if Levante David is going to be able. I wonder if they try to put like Levante David like on Kyle Pitts if Kyle Pitts is in the slot, for example, or
That's a
Drake
good
London,
question.
or if
It
Drake
probably
London
will
is in
be.
that slot.
It probably will be him. But I can also see Diaby because, like I said, he can do it all. He can drop back in coverage. He can get out to the quarterback, and he plays the run well. So, yeah, I can see that. But yeah, that's a good one too. Who's gonna cover Pitts is gonna be a big one too.
And I'm
Because
just
as you
and I
know,
just want to see
outside Jamel Dean, what do they have? They do have
Deion
Winfield,
Jones.
but man, go ahead on.
Oh boy, I'm glad we ain't lying. I'm glad we ain't on screen. 'Cause, boy, the look on my
Yeah, you tried it with that one.
you asked the
You
question, I just
tried it
gave you
big
an
time.
answer, my brother. That's all.
Man, that was some bullshit, and you know it.
Yeah, Bucks raising boat said, "How about Young Way Cool?" To be honest with you, Young Way Cool
Ricky,
can
what's
be
up,
an
my
X
guy?
factor. Yep, young way
Yeah, he
could
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 be.
be.
He could
Yeah,
be if he get that hip straight.
but my thing is, I
If
think
he
the Falcons. Hopefully, the Falcons don't let it have to come down necessarily kicks and everything. I mean, of course, it's division game. It's going to be a low scoring game, but hopefully the Falcons can be able to execute enough to where it's not left on Young's shoulders. Like, yeah, he could contribute, but when it's pressure time, hopefully we'll have much of a lead. And I still see 17 being the final. You know, it's in Falcons way. I
and
still.
I hate to say it, bro. Um, when it comes to 50-yard kicks, I don't trust him like that no more. Hate to say it, because when he was in his prime, well, a couple years ago, not even his prime, a couple years ago, he would nail a 50-yarder like it wasn't nothing. One of the best in the NFL. But
Mm-hmm.
last year, he missed like 9 kicks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I mean, he has
So
something to
game
prove.
time, all
I
right,
know
game time.
somebody
I
had
hope it
asked
don't
me on
come down to
TikTok.
that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
somebody had asked me on TikTok that he was like, man, why Young Way Cool is not a I'm sorry, not a special teams captain, but yeah, but even the special teams captain, not a captain of the team. And I'm like, well, after the season that he had last year, and the fact that Lenny Craig is still around, you gotta think about it. He has something to prove because if he
True.
misses too many kicks too early, he won't make it to the halfway through the season, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, Lenny Craig. But I think what they'll do, they'll sign a kicker the rest of the year. I think they're gonna let Lenny Craig keep developing, man. Cause like we talked about, I think it's accuracy with Lenny Craig. He can boom the football, but he doesn't know how to put touch on the like quarterbacks put touches on their throws. He
Uh huh.
don't know how to put touches on the kick, like kick it up in the air. He's like a straight line soccer kicker. So he has to learn
Well,
how
he
to kick the
definitely has
ball,
to.
with air up under it.
Right. He definitely has to. He definitely has to work on that accuracy. But once he gets it down, he could
I
be
go
one of the best
defense
to do it.
first. I would love to see what the defense can do first and get the ball back at halftime just in case we down.
Yeah, I'm with you on that as well. And honestly, I want the ball second half just in case we're up.
Man, that Charger defense playing pretty good, man. It's 10-0 still. The Chiefs was driving. They had first and goal, and now it's fourth and goal, probably at the 20-yard line.
The kick for three.
Yeah, and Patrick Mahomes ain't look like Patrick Mahomes. They're at the 18-yard line. So yeah, I mean, look, I heard somebody say this, man. The Chiefs might have Super Bowl. They might be just tired from those long playoff runs. So, it gets that way after a while. It happened with the 49ers of the 80s and the 90s. After a while, they just got tired. So it happens. The Eagles may be the new team that go every year.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Different country, that's why. Yeah, I think he's from Germany. And he's a German style
Hmm.
kicker, so he plays soccer.
Hmm.
So yeah, they straight line kick with soccer. So yeah, I could see that. Bucks raising boats.
Yeah, he definitely got some things to work on, but
You still there,
regardless,
Chris?
yeah, I said he definitely got some things to work on. He just gotta.
Chris,
Wait. Yeah, can you hear me?
let's step away for a minute. But yeah, man.
Yo.
Yeah, I think Todd Bowles fired if Moss. Uh, I think Todd Bowles is safe actually. I think he just signed a contract if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think
So
he
if he
signed
just
no
signed a
extension, did he?
contract, then yeah, he
I don't,
could be safe.
I don't think he signed no extension, did he?
But I don't think he'll get fired, man. I think he's safe. I think them losing that offensive coordinator bought him another year or two. And if they bought him another year or two, yeah, he's gonna be safe for a while. But yeah, man. That Super Bowl window opened just a little bit, man. Just a little bit more. I think with what the Falcons added this offseason, if they have a winning season this year, I think that Super Bowl window open up for another 2 to 3 years.
Yo, can you hear me, Smitty?
Jermaine said he think the Falcons gonna win the
What
Super
the heck?
Bowl. Well, going to the Super Bowl. That's gonna be interesting, man. I think they got what it takes to beat the Eagles, man. They beat them last year, and the way they looked last night. If Jalen Carter gonna keep doing crazy stuff like that, calling his team's game, I could see them overtaking the Eagles. But the Eagles just keep building and building. If y'all didn't hear today, they signed Zadarius White, Lions defensive lineman, defensive end, sack specialist. So they get another sack guy. So I mean, it's strong. The rich get richer. That's the way it works sometimes.
Yo, Smitty, can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't hear you, Chris.
That's wow.
Let me try something else. Hold on.
That is wow, my boy.
Okay, now I hear you.
Say what in the world you had them headphones in, man?
Yeah, man. You know these things go out. They
Yeah. Say, man, you gotta leave them headphones alone, man. Headphones ain't
I got some
supreme,
news
my
in there. I
boy.
just got to take them out the box, bro. I'm just trying to get these one last run.
Oh, oh, look at Smitty over there, bud.
Yeah, I got the bullshit sometimes, just like you do, bro.
No, man, no, man. He said Mr. McConkey said Super
He
Bowl
picking the Ravens and the
35.
Falcons.
Hey, it's so crazy because that really was supposed to happen back in 2012, but
Oh boy, that would have been the Super Bowl of a lifetime, man.
man, we were gonna win.
And I think Matt Ryan had Joe Flacco beat.
Yeah,
Even
we were
though
gonna
Joe
win.
Flacco had a great run, I think Julio and Ryder would have took that game over.
Man, I'm talking about.
And Michael Turner.
Yeah, man, we were gonna, we was gonna go at them all game.
I mean, we would beat the snot out the 49ers. They couldn't stop nothing. The Falcons beat themselves that game. The coaches just they got conservative and they just gave up.
Man,
Hey, game of barbershop, man. Hey, I ain't perfect, man. These headphones, they old, man. Tired of it. I invested in some new ones, so I'm just trying to get these one last run before I
mm,
take the new ones out the box.
they had one last run on
Man,
Tuesday.
stop. Man, go ahead on. Yeah, Jermaine, I'm going live right after the
Hey,
game. Chris gonna
hey,
actually be at the game working, but
hey,
I'm
y'all,
gonna actually be instant reaction.
hey, y'all know what Smitty do. Y'all know what Smitty doing. Today was considered like Kirk Cousins when he went to Minnesota. Today was considered like that type of game for them headphones right now. Cause
Man, there
we
you go
cause
bullshit.
because Smitty was supposed to take these headphones out the game back at the Charger game, aka Tuesday's
Man, there you go with
preview.
that shit. You got jokes. Hey, Chad, we gonna beat them Saints, man. Ain't no doubt about it. They gonna beat themselves. I mean, they ain't even got a quarterback they can depend on. Everybody on the roster hurt. Yeah, the Saints might go 3-14 this year. If the Saints win the game, it's just because somebody else. It'll be at the end of the season when somebody else just not playing their starters. That's the only way they'll win the game.
Yeah, man,
Yeah, that NFC North gonna be hell, man.
it is.
Absolutely.
Oh
Yep.
gosh, don't remind me, Vontae. Sheesh.
Man,
Don't
I don't
shoot.
even
Don't
want to talk
remind
about
him.
Harry
He still
Douglas.
be thinking about it. He said he still
Yeah,
thinks
you do.
about it. I mean, you going? I mean, how could you not? That was walk-in touchdown, man. That man could have. That man could have took his shoes off and moonwalked into the end zone, and he would have caught
You
that and just
stupid.
stayed on his feet. But
Yeah,
hey,
game of Chargers do look okay right now because A1 boy Quentin Johnston he been showing up this game. Believe it or not.
you said my boy.
Yeah, yo boy.
Mm,
That might have
that
been
might have
Birdo boy.
that. Yeah, that was Bird, old boy.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnston.
I actually started Justin Herbert in my fantasy league. Glad I did. I can see us sweeping the
Yeah,
NFC South. I can definitely see that.
yeah, man. We definitely got potential to do that because we have the weapons. You think about last year, the weapons we had last year, the quarterback play we had last year, and we had it. It was in our hands. It was good as done. And this year we're going to have to do it again, but finish the job.
Absolutely. Yeah, Panthers they might give us a little bit of a fight because we didn't supposed to do their last game of the season. They just gave up at halftime. Yeah,
Hmm.
that second half, the Falcons defense just said to hell with it. We going to the offseason, man. We want Jimmy Lake fired, so we just gonna give up the second half, and that's exactly what they did. Um, McCorkle said, I ain't gonna waste my time talking about the Saints. That should be two easy wins. But again, last year we lost to them on a 7 game losing streak, so you never know.
I just
You never
still
know.
can't believe that happened. It just and
Yeah,
we missed a couple of kicks in that game too though. We could have ended it. We missed a couple of kicks. We missed a
yeah,
couple
but Coop still got a
opportunities.
job. So I mean, what can we do?
Hey man, hope for better times. That's honestly the realistic thing. Hope for better. Said my
You got you
starting
got
receiver is Drake,
you
T
got
Higgins,
you
and
got a solid three there.
Keon Coleman is going to be interesting. Let's see if he takes the next step. T Higgins, he's been paid. Let's see what happens with that. Drake London is definitely going to be getting. I feel like man, like PPR leagues, man, Drake London's going to be something else, boy. Because I think,
Oh yeah, 'cause they count receptions too. Oh yeah,
yeah,
he
man,
gonna be one to mess with.
points per reception, that thing gonna be
Yeah,
something else. Because I mean, we've seen it in training camp, man. Drake London is the number one. Like it wasn't like he was the number one before Darnell Mooney got hurt. Like I mean, just on even on that day because Darnell got hurt early, but he still was able to get a little play before he went out.
right. I think we touched postseason, but facing an early exit. But I don't see that as a bad thing. We got a lot of young guys that still got to get that mileage in. I see a Super Bowl in 3 years.
And I can see that.
Ah,
That'd be
I can
great.
see
That
that, but the way we played at the beginning of last year, why not have a deep playoff run, especially we get a bye week?
it just all depends on how well when the schedule. Well, first of all, the schedule was different then. We're
Right,
facing
absolutely.
different. We're different. Every season is different. We're facing different opponents. Everybody has some sort of turnover with their teams. And honestly, bro, it's like you can't just necessarily bank on it. Like honestly, I've said something like that, like privately in conversations. Like, yeah, I mean, a first round exit, I wouldn't be mad at that because that's progression. That
Right.
we went from no playoffs for years to a playoff berth, a playoff game. Even though we're not moving on, we still was at least at least you know, what I'm saying, get a dip our spoon and get a taste of that playoffs. Like
Yeah, now we
everybody,
make a playoff run. I think Terry Fontenot locked up for the next 4 years.
you
He
could
done
see
bought
that
himself another 4 years.
because of this last past draft, Terry Cook. I don't care what anybody say. That's not for Terry Fontenot. He
Yeah,
cooked.
honestly, I think to me, I think he saved his job the last year with this draft. People might not agree with that, but I feel like he done gave Raheem Morris more than enough help to be a winning team.
Right. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And that's what it's going to be about coaching. You got the groceries from the store. It's time to put it in the pot and see what you got. And
Absolutely.
I just want to see if Coach Raheem Morris can do those things. I know he's capable, but he
Trying
just
to
had to
cook that
show it.
old, trying to put that old ball on the oven,
Yeah, man.
that old crab ball. See what you got. But
We'll see, bro.
anything else you got before we get out of here?
Yeah, I about to gotta see what in the world my dog barking at anyway.
There you go. Tell everybody what to find you, man. You know what to do.
Hey man, A1 Forever Sports. That's the platform on YouTube. Please come over, like, comment, and subscribe. Have a Hawks, Falcons, Braves conversation. And, you know, getting closer to 4,500. You know, so I'm really appreciative of that and everybody who subscribed and continues to subscribe. But also catch me on the Hawks Digest, man. Me and Walter Pollard over there pounding the pavement, trying to grow that channel as well. Come get your Hawks content from over there as well. So and Twitter A1 Forever, Instagram A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok, man. Always a great show with Smitty, man. You know, we pretty much bros, man. We just sometimes like just throw ideas out there, get on live, and just shoot the breeze, man. Almost like barbershop style.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all know where to find me, Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube, at Fatboy Slim _21 on Twitter. I got to put that back under my headline. Uh, but yeah, man, we are always, trying to find something to talk about. We'll see y'all Sunday after the game. A1
Mm-hmm.
gonna be at the game working, so He gonna be doing his thing. But he
Yeah,
could
I'm
probably
trying.
drop in at the stadium. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll
But
see.
y'all make sure y'all jump in. I might have somebody rolling with me. I don't know yet. My boy, let's get it. GA might roll with me. But trust me, I'm gonna do a instant reaction. Then I'm gonna jump on live, and we're gonna talk some Falcon football. Until
Okay.
then, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We truly appreciate y'all with the question. Thank y'all for the donations. Truly, truly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Every donation counts toward this channel. I truly, truly appreciate that. But for my boy A1, for me, my boy Smitty Smith, I'm finna watch the rest of the Chargers and Chiefs game. Chargers are driving 10-3. 144 left in the second quarter. They driving. Could score again before the half. Let's see what they do, man. But until then, man, we're gonna see y'all Sunday, man. Peace.
Peace.